Oke, semua. Yang berbahagia, amat berbahagia, Tan Sri Pandikar Haji Amin Mulia, and all his delegates, whatever assistants around here. Sorry, I don't have to mention the name. I know Dr. Yap's here. And also my friends from Singapore, headed by David So. Where's David? Oh, David's there. And Robert Ng, who will be chairing the Business Council, was our Deputy President, Jintan. First, I would like to appreciate and thanks to Senator Saki for having this wonderful function this morning. And I wish everybody happy Ramadan for those who are having puasa today, especially the Indonesian counterpart and our friends here, the Muslimin. Selamat berpuasa, ibadah puasa, and also the Christian. Happy Easter is coming. Sunday is Easter for Christian, and for those thinking of Aramaiti, the Harvest Festival is coming very soon. Happy Harvest Festival much early. Today I am not going to elaborate much because my past president have mentioned a lot about ASEAN Senate, Tan Sri. But I would rather make it a free speech today, and I hope those in virtual will be able to understand, because I will mix my speech this morning in multilingual, except maybe for Tamil and Chinese, I wouldn't be able to speak that much. And my wife is here with me, and hope you will watch what I'm speaking. As I said last night at my house, although we have already graduated in JCI institution, we are now a person that we considered in Malaysia as the citizen of the goal. In Malaysia, we call it warga emas. So that's why if you look at Senator Leo Wei, who's become stronger after having so much dancing last night. So this is the intention of having this function more on fellowship rather than too formal. So that's why I've been telling Saki, I don't want to talk any formalities. Yeah. So before that, I have to apologize to our members from Indonesia, the Philippines, Thailand, Cambodia, in Vietnam, for unable to make them here because of this situation of pandemic, Tan Sri. And I have to, Saki wants 200 people here and have a dinner tonight. I said, no, otherwise there will be a lot of instruction or standard operation procedure need to be, practiced. So I said, limit it to 50 people. Get Tan Sri, then involve our members from the participating country, like within ASEAN, and also I hope, I don't know, we have Ivy from ASAC, from the Caribbean, Senator Norweta from Caribbean and American, Tan Sri, here participating through the visual. Is there our ambassador to Asia, and also from the South African and Middle East, Senator Riyad, I don't know which Senator Riyad, is it in or also participating on this visual today? And I think some of the members that I couldn't remember quite a number of them, Tansi. So before that, I would like, well, why I invite Tansi to come here, fellow members, because not because he was my boss. It is because it's something to do connecting with business within the ASEAN, the BIMIAGA, Brunei, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, the East Asia Growth Area. That's BIMIAGA stand for. Of course, he was the speaker. He's representing Malaysia because we are Malaysian. We are representing Malaysia. We are not representing Sabah alone. And I hope Sarawak, my friend from Sarawak, Semenanjung, will not look at us as we are representing only Sabah. Okay, so we are presenting Malaysia. That's why we invited Tansi as former Speaker of the Malaysian House. He was a former minister in the federal. He was also the former minister the senior minister in the state at that time. So he is now involved with young people in our group. So consider ourselves young, minus 30 years old, and we are very young. So tonight, I'm inviting you to the rooftop and we have a band. We're going to dance, okay? So because I'm not going to say anything about politics, although they see me as a politician, but let us not be too formal. Otherwise, people look at me as talking the male cattle poo or dung. They said they were bullshit. So I will not say anything about what are we going to do. And sometimes they said, some people think, because I cannot speak because these people are entrepreneurs, they are businessmen, they are intellectual people. So don't let me speak to the intellectual people about banking, about business. Like David is here, he's a banking man. So I cannot speak that one. Otherwise, they will say, he's talking the male chicken. So I cannot be, they will painting me as he's talking cock. I hope he is not referring to this one. He is referring to the male chicken, is all right. And he said, if I talk something nonsense, they said, the hell is all bleeding. I said, bloody hell, what is he talking about? So I hope the hell is not bleeding today. So today, I will cut short, MC, because I'm not going to say anything, but this is the last thing I want to say. I'm a very ambitious man. Whether it is possible for me to achieve it or not, this is what the members want to hear from me. I know that. So our team today is, the second one is the Brotherhood of Men Transcend the Sovereignty of Nation. That is what I want to do. And of course, when I post one time, I said to the Secretary General, I said, to live is to love. And that's exactly what we are here today. So let us be a family. So let us, without mentioning which nation we come from, we are family, Datu Zahara. So this is what we want to do. So as a family, my first priority is to go for membership drive. So I hope the Malaysian will recruit more members. So that's what I have given challenge to most chapters to join the ASEAN, because although there may be some objection from the main head, the JCI headquarters in US, but we in ASEAN, we do our own way. So I hope Jean will support me on this. And the second, mostly we're planning a second board meeting in Nusantara. So I'm hoping that Tansi will be able to join us after we get some news from IRA, from Dakar in Indonesia, when Jokowi, the President Jokowi, happened to visit Nusantara. So we all go there and meet Jokowi. So it is on the video. So I hope Jokowi will read what I am saying. And of course, during the visit, the last visit, we were in what? Marapi. So Jokowi was there at that time. So we were not able to meet him. So this time in Nusantara with the business group from Malaysia and Singapore, maybe. I hope David, you come along with us when we're going to visit in Nusantara. Yeah, that will be the second board meeting there in Indonesia, and maybe after that we're going to enjoy in Manado. So that is the place. It's a very interesting tourist spot to see, apart from Merapi and in Yogyakarta. So the third one will be, if Thailand cannot host the third meeting, then we will change to Singapore. I hope Jean is prepared for this. I'm waiting for Jeffrey in Thailand to host the third meeting. Or we put Singapore the last board meeting, because the next president is from Singapore. So either if Mayor Hussein, Mayor, are you ready for Zamboanga, the third meeting? If Mayor Hussein is ready, then we go to Zamboanga, yeah, the third meeting. Please take note of this, DJ. And why I really want to go to Thailand, because I have spoken to Jeffrey about visiting the members in Myanmar by road. If we can go by road and we can go to Nagaland, it's very interesting to go just next to Myanmar and Nagaland. And you want to get the members in Myanmar that has not been active for very long time. And there are two countries against that we have not been very active. Sheila from, Senator Sheila from Cambodia. We have to visit Sheila to upgrade what is the membership in Cambodia and Laos. Vietnam, we shouldn't have any problem in Vietnam. But these are the three countries that we have problem. So this is the plan that I want, whether we can achieve it, whether it's possible to achieve this ambitious program. We'll leave it Jintan to Senator Jintan to assist me on this, because he's nearer to Thailand and Myanmar. Okay, Jin. So that's it today. So as a guest of honor, thank you very much. He was asked what Dr. Mahathir said. He was a speaker, but he was not allowed to speak at that time. But when I was speaking, he get very annoyed with me all the time. In early morning, I greeted him in Tausug or in Bajau language. He said, Putatan, jangan irritate saya pagi, don't irritate me early morning. I said he was very angry with me. So, and he's the one, the very passionate man. If I were in his shoes, I would have collapsed, because to control the members of parliament speaking, you know, members of parliament sometimes in the house, they have no discipline. So he's have to discipline the members of parliament, including me. I was very naughty. That's why the prime minister called me a Sabah Mafia. So, so this is not easy for his job at that time when he was a speaker. But although Tun Mahathir said he's a speaker, he's supposed to speak, but he cannot speak. So only MPs that speak most of the time. So with this, thank you very much. God bless you all. Happy morning. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was our president for a speech off the cuff from the heart. Today, we have in our midst a leader who believes a wise man is one that doesn't look back. You just have to put the past behind you and find something better in your future. This gentleman has been an active player in the political scene in Sabah. He was born in Kota Blut, and prior to his tertiary education in UK, he was at Sabah College. In UK, he graduated from the Wolverhampton Polytechnic and was called to the bar in Lincoln's Inn. At the young age of 27, in 1982, he became a member of the Sabah State Legislative Assembly. Since then, in a span of 40 years, he has had many twists and turns in his political journey. He has always looked at the bright side of things. He was chosen to serve as the 8th Speaker of the Malaysian House of Representatives from 2008 to 2018. He is currently appointed as the Sabah State Government's Special Envoy to Brunei, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Philippines East Asian Growth Area, also known as BIMPIAGA. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our guest of honor, Yang Berbahagia, Tan Sri Datuk Sri Panglima Pandikar Amin Mulia, to deliver his address. Tan Sri, please.
You want to you to do yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, President, for escorting him.
I can't see the MC because of this speaker. Ya, man. Terima kasih saudara pengacara majelis OMC this morning. Selamat pagi, salam Sabah Maju Jaya. Terutama sekali, I would like to acknowledge, of course, the just installed President of GCI ASEAN Senate, yaitu yang berbahagia Datuk Dr. Marcos Mujigo, and Datin, the Deputy President of GCI ASEAN from Singapore, Senator Jintan, the immediate outgoing president. I thought that my name is luar biasa, Pandikar Amin Mulia. I thought luar biasa, but the name of your outgoing president, Senator Perlindungan Purba. When I was reading that name last night, and I said, my God, this is a beautiful name. Also, I would like to acknowledge all the vice presidents of GCI ASEAN from Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Singapore, and Philippines. And of course, I will never forget the organizing person, because without her, you will not have this majlis this morning, and the rest of the just installed board of directors of GCI ASEAN. Now, how to talk to individuals who are trained to be good speakers of the CAF, an association whose members are prominent individuals in their own fields, businessmen, professional doctors, lawyers, politicians, and whatnot. So I was thinking yesterday whether I will draft a speech. I will read the speech. And if I were to do that, then of course I will be doing injustice to you all. Now, this is what I have to say this morning to you all. GCI ASEAN senators, I think roughly in January. That was in January. I received a call from my PA, and she said, Tan Sri, there is a letter that I received today addressed to you, inviting you to grace an event in Kota Kinabalu. And she did tell me the date. That's on the 22nd of February. And my immediate reaction was, who is the signatory of the letter? In what event? And she said, from that Dr. Marcos Mujigo, does that name rings a bell? And I said, this is serious. And I said, what? Rings a bell? That name, Datuk Marcos, Dr. Mujigo? And I said, he and some of his friends almost did permanent damage to my right ear. for 10 years, from the year 2008, 2018, that Dr. Marcos Mojigo and his friends would not hesitate to rise from their seats, shouting on top of their voice, Tan Sri Speaker, Putatan, Putatan, sini, sini, sini. He wants to attract my attention because he would want to debate things that close to his heart. Now, this happens for 10 years. And I'm talking about 222 members, including the ministers. Now, when my personal assistant asked me whether that name rings a bell, and then I said, it is not one ring of a bell. That bell has been ringing for the past 10 years during 2008, 2018. And of course, I was asking, and I said, what event that he wants me to grace, or he wants me to be the guest of honor? Because I didn't know. And my PA said that it's something to do with ASEAN GCI. And of course, I know a little bit about this esteemed association. And at the same time, I was wondering if I can also use that words that he just used just now. And I said to myself, why the hell does he want to invite me for? You know, for what? Because I know that Dr. Marcos Mojigo could have invited anyone in Sabah, including the chief minister or any other minister, because I know him. He is a prominent politician in Sabah, 3 terms member of parliament. He knows almost everybody in Malaysia, from the prime minister, former prime minister, Najib, to all the ministers in the state. I know he can do that. But I was wondering why the hell this guy, this friend of mine, would like to invite me to officiate a function that is very important to himself, because he is an incoming president. I said, if this guy wants publicity, why doesn't he invite the chief minister or any other senior ministers? And in that time, of course, I didn't think of my post. My new post is a special envoy to BMIAG of the state of Sabah, because it was not stated in the letter that he wanted to invite me because he wanted to connect something with BMIAG. And I was thinking at that time that I thought this guy must have a hidden agenda. Either he wants to put me in the limelight again in politics, because a function like this, of course, it will attract publicity, particularly if the person that you invited are well known for his controversy. He will talk nonsense sometimes. I'm well known for that. And that's the initial thought that I thought. I thought about that maybe Safran, he wanted to put me into the limelight again. On the other hand, I was thinking that he wants to put me in trouble. Because if I were to say wrong things in a functions like this, and I will find myself in trouble. And as you are saying, Mr. MC, for the past 40 years of my political life, I've always been in trouble. More times in trouble than in warm waters. Now that's the agenda that it has. Now I was told that after this installation, that we will adjourn into a next room, and that room will be a seminar, and it's something to do with BMIAG. And I think I will stop here because the subject matter will not be discussed here, it will be discussed in the seminar room about business opportunity in BMIAG. And I think I will reserve my opinion during that seminar. And from there, you will know what is BMIAG all about, because when I was told that I'm also free to invite from Bimiaga side. So I suggested name of a person that has been guiding me or giving advice what has been happening with Bimiaga in Sabah, because he's been in the business council for years and he's now the pengurusi of Malaysian Business Council, I think Akal, from Sabah. So Kal Musun will be also presenting slides, I think, in our seminar. Sekali lagi saya ucap terima kasih kepada mantan wakil rakyat Parlemen Putatan yang telah sudi untuk menjemput saya sebagai tetamu kehormat pada pagi ini. Dan believe you me, this is from the deepest chamber of my heart. I think you deserve to be the president of these associations. I read about your commitment in this association, and I think your colleagues in this association is made the right choice. And you have already stated your missions that you would like to do. Your first mission is to increase membership. And the second one, of course, it's going to be a very interesting one because you want to bring your members. You also invite me to go to the Nusantara, that is the new capital of Indonesia. And I was almost there I think last week, because I got invited by two ministers, the Minister of Sabah Affairs, Dr. Maximus Ongkili, and the Minister of Economy, Datuk Mustafa Muhammad. They headed the delegation to go to Indonesia to just to find out what would be the impact, economic impact, political, social of that new capital that is to be located in Kalimantan. So I was in that group. But unfortunately, in Inverted Comma, I was very unlucky. I made up my mind when we were in Balikpapan. I sought the permission of the head of delegation, that Dr. Maximus Ongkili, and I said, can I be excused? And I said, where do you want to go? And I said, can I be excused? I do not want to go with you to that ground zero, because I said I would like to go to some other place in Indonesia for a very serious business pertaining to Bimiaga. So what we did was, together with Carl and a few of his friends from the Business Council, we left Balikpapan, Carl, then we flew to Makassar. And I didn't know that the distance from Makassar, this is in Sulawesi, to the place that they brought me, that is another province in the Utara, Poliwali, Mandar. It's about 4 hours drive. And I will talk about it in the seminar later. Jadi sekali lagi saya ucap terima kasih because you give me the opportunity to talk nonsense in front of your prominent members in this eminent association. Terima kasih.
Thank you, Tansri, for that light-hearted sharing. We will continue to have you later to share more serious thoughts on Bimpiaga. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of part 1 of today. Before we move on to the next part, I would like to acknowledge certain people who are with us on Zoom. From BEBC Brunei Chairman, Pangeran Haris Haji Duraman. From the Provincial Government of Sulawesi Barat, Kabupaten Polewali Mandar, YB Bupati Muhammad Ibrahim Masdar. The BEBC Board of Directors for the Bimpiaga Business Council from their respective locations.